Do you know someone who is land rich but cash poor at the same time? It's a common scenario in Kenya, especially for people who have a lot of wealth kept in real estate. You'll find someone has land worth 10 million but is struggling to pay school fees worth maybe 50,000. Or a family has land worth 20 million and they are unable to raise 2 million for a relative's medical expenses. All these problems are because of lack of diversification. Or in other words, people keeping all their eggs in one basket. Now, when people are investing in real estate, one of the fears they have is lack of diversification. Because of the cost of land, when people are buying land, they are afraid all their net worth will be held in a single piece of land, which can be extremely difficult to sell at the point of need. So some people have not invested in real estate in Kenya because they are afraid of keeping all their wealth in one single asset when it's a physical asset like land, a shamba, or something else. How do you diversify your assets and still invest in real estate? Number one is to make sure your total portfolio has different real estate assets. So for example, you can own a piece of land here and you also have a house, you have an apartment. If you are able to afford, each portion taking a percentage of your net worth. So if you have a net worth of 10 million, you can have 2 million in a shamba, you can have 3 million kept in a house or in an apartment you have bought, and still have some more kept in financial assets which are easier to liquidate at the point of need. Another way you can diversify your real estate investment is to have assets in different geographical locations. So if you want, for example, to buy land, make sure all your land is not in a single area where there can be, for example, land disputes and all your wealth is now locked in that, say, a court case or something like that. Having different geographical locations also prevents you from occurrences of forces of nature. So for example, there are floods and your land is affected or something else. You still have something on top of owning the real estate asset. Number three is the use of IREITs to diversify your assets. An IREIT is a company that is licensed by the Capital Markets Authority to own income generating property on behalf of investors. With IREITs, diversification becomes easier because of these things. Number one, it is not capital intensive. You can start buying units in an IREIT as low as 5,000 shillings per month. For example, with the 𝐶𝐚𝐬𝐡 Investment Club, you buy with your 5,000 shillings every month, you buy a piece of income generating property such as the 𝐂𝐚𝐬𝐡 and 𝐾𝐬𝐡 hostels, which are in prime locations, and you are able to start earning income without having to save for a long time and then build your own rental property. Number two, IREITs make it easier for you to diversify because an IREIT can invest in multiple buildings across different geographical locations. So for example, if you buy units in the 𝐶𝐚𝐬𝐡 Investment Club for the 𝐂𝐚𝐬𝐡 student accommodation IREIT, you get a piece of properties located in USIU area, in Karen, in Hurlingham, in Wilsonview, in Parklands, and this gives you the physical aspect of diversification. And number three, IREITs make it easier for you to diversify because as much as you also own real estate, you are able to have liquid financial assets. For example, when you are saving to build a home, you can use the IREIT as a way of saving so that you have something in real estate, and at the point you need to buy your own house or build your own house, you can liquidate them with ease, as opposed, for example, to buying a land for speculation, and when you need to sell it, it becomes a challenge for you. If you'd like to get started with the 𝐶𝐚𝐬𝐡 Investment Club by buying units from 5,000 shillings every month, click on the link provided to join the 𝐶𝐚𝐬𝐡 Investment Club.